Where were you when Masura's laptop was stolen? October 12th. Everyone knows where they were. Let's keep going. We left off starting black and white leaks with these two Pokemon. They're actually not even freaking related. We have some kind of abominable mini monster who eats out of his foot. Ain't no way you kept Elgin and Heatmore in your game and took that boy out. The Stardog is actually hilarious. It doesn't have front legs. It walks like a starfish. Why would you do that, Boston? I know that one was you. You personally made that. Beta Luxray? LMAO, it's ugly. This does pass as an electric type, and then Luxray's tail has a star on it as well, but nah, I think this is a Gen 5 Pokemon. Well, not anymore. What a crazy day. This is historical. I don't need your central monologuing. Why you think you muted? I don't need to see no freaking monologues unless this is Masura's account in disguise. He's actually the leaker. He stole his own laptop. What is this he's posted here? Okay, more beta Gen 5 Pokemon. There's Genesect. Wow, that's more bug looking. Now, can we see Kabutops in that? We can't. But holy frick, if there's not an answer to if that thing really is a Kabutops somewhere in this leak. I want it to look more like a bug and nasty. So this one's kind of better. And I don't know what to do with this. It kind of looks like a Toxel. Do we have like a beta Toxel? And then years later, they finally made it. Oh! Dude! Now hold up, that means all genies had this freaking reptile face looking old man. So they still intended the cloud and the freaking tail curling around like that. But they had legs, which is kind of disgusting. You don't want to see the legs swinging around while they're flying off. Wow, that's the beta. Now, to be as fair as possible, they're kind of equal to the ones we have now. The Gen 5 protagonists are pretty good. They don't look like just some random default characters. And the same goes for these beta ones. Scrafty was originally planned for Gen 3. That ain't no Scrafty. Wow, you really like this pull-up pants, boy. That concept makes so much sense right there. So in the same way they shed their older skin, in the official Scrafty, that's just how he is. He just got the baggy pants. But here, it's almost like it's already shed its skin, but it just feels more homely and comfortable that it keeps trying to wear it. That's actually sick. And like actually sick too. Dude, with the design like this, you can make a sick evolution where it's a giant serpent and it finally came out of its skin. Its Pokedex entry would say it became a big boy and faced the dangers and grew into this. The idea I just said could work as a Magikarp and Phoebus type. So this thing is a puny, weak Pokemon, but at level 20, it comes out of that skin and becomes this giant serpent. And it's a serpent-looking Pokemon. That would have really worked. How is there not another Gyarados and Milotic in future gens? You know there must be. We gonna see if there's some scrapped one. Oh my god. These are beta Gen 3 Pokemon. Let's go to the top. Oh, beta Pokemon from all over the place. So there's Lombre. You know they always gotta add some goofiness. That's why they added a rain dish after. Is this Politoed? Or did they try to make a third evolution from Poliwhirl again? It has this random appendage here, but they're still cleverly using it to show that same swirl pattern. Oh my god, that's Sableye. That's kind of cool. Is that a Dragon Ball? Sableye is obsessed with shiny things. That's what it's carrying here. But two, it kind of looks like it has a fossil with an old amber. Like that's the shiny thing it found. That's how the old amber works, right? So it brings up the idea of if there could have been like 6 forms of this Sableye. A really common one going down the chain to like a 1% Sableye form. Where maybe it's carrying something like a fossil. It's okay, the Sableye we got is fine. Oh god, it's a Tanuki. So for the consensus that Pokemon designs got ass after Gen 1 and 2, we gotta really look at these and see if it holds up. This one's pretty good. I haven't a clue what I'm looking at. It's like a polygon koala. Either that or it's the third Laddie brother. Nah, keep going. That's Spoink. That's incredible. That, man, it's got the same core features. It's a pig Pokemon. It's got the spring coiling, but that kind of looks more effective than what it is now. The one it is now, apparently it can never stop hopping or it dies. This one look like he chillin'. Even if it's the same situation, he can easily hop in his sleep. This would become a complete other evolution of Grumpig, where it's this giant pig that's still on a spring. I gotta be fair, the current Spoink is cool too. This one's better. They say anywhere you see an Absol, there's like a disaster that's about to strike. Like it's a bad omen Pokemon. So that's probably why they gave it a more freakier set of eyes like that. But it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, what's next? Wait a sec. Wait. So we got C-Dot. Nah. That C-Dot is a freaking pirate. A pirate C-Dot. Tonight, you're making a regional variant for him and making a pirate Shiftry. Surskit, no one cares for. It looks the same, except it's like freaking, I don't know. It's like a tripod. What is that? I guess that's some freaking unreleased Zelda boss. Oh my god, is that a Snorunt? Okay, it's not a Snorunt, but you can see why I thought that. It's probably freaking Masquerain. I can definitively say F that thing. There's Beta Sharpedo. I can see why they changed it. They don't want Pokemon to just look like animals, so they just messed around with Sharpedo's design until it got weird. But yo, we need more shark Pokemon in the game. There's Claydol, stays mostly the same. It's a squid? Oh my frick, that's a squid that you're supposed to find while diving. You do dive in this game. They probably intended to have way more water types. Wow. What is this? Okay, this is either a happy design of a bunny taking care of its vegetable friends, whom I assume are Pokemon too, or it's a satanic design, where that's a dead bunny corpse being used by these Pokemon. Oh my god. Okay, keep going. Yeah, see? I mean, is this the vegetables you were taking care of? What do you want me to say to this? Actually, bro, wait a sec. I'm terrified. Is that Jirachi? That's not. I know that ain't Jirachi. Thank freaking goodness they changed their mind. Jirachi has one of the coolest designs. Burn that crap. It looks like an Ampharos bowling pin. Oh, is it some... Okay, maybe this is a pot, like in a Zelda game. And this is a Pokemon that lives inside the pot. So when you go to the desert or something and you encounter it, it's walking around with a pot underwear crap. But this is like their clever Gen 3 Voltorb, where you would see pots in people's houses, and sometimes when you click on them, this Pokemon pops out. That's my best guess. I like that. Come on, we need more Voltorbs. We had Voltorb in Gen 1, Fungus in Gen 5, and then I guess freaking Stunfisk counts. That's it. So these are definitely Gen 3 then. You see, now you fooling me. That's not a Pokemon. This looks like the kind of filler crap Game Freak could put in their games, where in one version is blue, and you have to trade with your friend for the red one. Yeah, get out of here. I think that is a better design, but it's freaking cast form. Okay, what do we got? Oh, so that boy was from Gen 3? And then we got some bug, like a Loomis and Volbeat. What is that? That's like a shaker. Or it's a Shuppet pre-evolution, which... Oh my god, maybe? No, maybe that's straight up Shuppet. Because Banette is a Pokemon that the kids stopped playing with and now it's mad, right? That kind of looks like the initial form of that doll that the kids stopped playing with. Okay, that's freaking better than Shuppet. I don't even know why Shuppet's in the game. And then these three we've already seen. Are we done? No, it's just freaking getting started. We have Karibo with only one leg. Either that or it's doing a freaking sexy walk and we caught it in the middle of that crap. What is that? Bro, that's a Tapu. That's Tapu Lili. If you release this in the middle of battle, you take no damage. Dude, If I was in Mount Pyre or whatever, that ghostly area as a kid and I ran into that, I would freaking cry. That looks so scary. Yeah, I like it. Whatever, ignore that crap. Here we have Lucky Charms, Clover. I guess just some kind of mossy rock Pokemon. When you look at it that way, I guess that's not half bad. Honestly, that could have been like the Geodude of a whole badass rock line in Gen 3. It would have been like rock grass. That would have been cool. Here's the next one. Bro, whoa! Yo, that Pelipper looks like it's a bandana that it's tied around its mouth. Did you freaking intend that? Like it's a pirate pelican. Oh my god, what is that? That's pirate shiftery. That's not what I had in mind. You mean halfway through spriting this, you didn't think to give up? That totally is shifty. They give it the Tengu nose and everything. F that one. See, bro, there's no winning. Honestly, it's not bad. It kind of looks like you would find it on the beach. Pretty much a Palosan. You turn around, this thing's just coming up to you. I swear this man was in a SpongeBob episode. Okay, let's keep going. Yo, that don't have something to do with Kingler, does it? It kind of looked like a Krabby split evolution. Oh, so that's Shuckle, but he got like freaking dragon talons down there. Yo, that's like the Applin before Applin. Think about that. That's not even like a shell. And Shuckle is this worm crap inside. That's legit an apple. And there's like a dragon inside. That's legit Applin. Bro, this crap looks like it could be a pseudo-legendary. I have a proposition, Masada. Delete T-Tar from the game and replace it with that. As a pseudo. So stage 1 is just the apple with the worm in it. Stage 2 is that. And then stage 3 is when the dragon comes out. Because you can already see it here. Oh my god. It's some kind of freaking cat. Just ignore it. That's Flygon. That's such an innocent looking dragon. It looks a lot more like Vibrava. That's insane. Flygon is a good design. That one is just as good. Just ignore it. Keep going. We gotta get through these. Wait a sec. No. No! No! You freaking ruined it! So that was never a Hariyama evolution in Gen 5. It's freaking Hariyama. And that was supposed to be Makuhita. It was a 3-stage line. Baby Goron. A 3-stage line. Now granted, if it was a 3-stage line, Hariyama would have had insane stats. It would have changed the whole scope. This is crazy. Honestly, all 3 of these are great designs. It's born as a chubby baby, and then it grows up to be a sumo wrestler. This looks like such a cool counterpart to like Tinka-Tink, doesn't it? So you got some cute baby, and this one will be male only while Tinka-Tink's female only. If in some weird way they can make a new sumo line in like Gen 10, they should totally use it to counterpart those 3. We done? So we have some kind of flower Pokemon here with grass hair. F that one. Look at that dude down there. There's just a straight up tree trunk. Okay, so you know what this probably is, right? It's probably a tree that after it's cut down, it continues to live on in vengeance or something. So maybe that's its eye. And it's a ghost type tree. I don't know about the rest of these. I don't know what that is. Just ignore some of these designs. We got that Jirachi crap again. These all give a tropical vibe. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we can at least see it better. So are you saying these 2 are counterparts? We have a straight dog. Is this actually a Pokemon? Look at this. Whoa. That kind of just looks like Grovyle. But you see the colors match that? Maybe that's the freaking serpent crap that comes out. So quite literally, it would shed that and come out as a kind of Sceptile-like Pokemon. It might have been a dragon. Is that Torkoal? He's got like a giant Amazon package. And then freaking a symbol monkey. Yo, there's so much going on here. Is that freaking Durant? Nah, that's a Ninkata. Yeah, because Durant is one of those precious designs you just couldn't help but go back to. We got some freaking Donkey Kong boxing monkey and a peacock, which I swear we still don't have a peacock in Pokemon. And no, don't talk about Quaquaval. Again, thanks for all the watermarks, Central. I mean, what is that? I can barely follow these. These clearly evolve into each other, but what is that? It looks like some kind of trumpet. Or it's a water hose? Oh my god. And then here's Spoink's evolution. That's actually solid. He's also kind of dripping. He's wearing the pearl on the neck. Okay, what else is there? Okay, Pokemon. So you know what you're doing with these, huh? So it's some kind of fairy Pokemon, but it also has a stinger. So ultimately this would have been typed as a bug, but then as of Gen 6, they would have made that a fairy type. Well, that's skitty. There's not much to say right there. What? Was that what that was supposed? No. These things have nothing to do with each other. Bro, that just looks like a legendary Pokemon. I swear. You know, you have Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. This looks like something Quattro. I swear this looks like a legendary bird. What the frick? Oh, there you go with the hue. That kind of looks like a legendary too. Yo, that's kind of a sick design. Wow, so how many Pokemon did you make for Gen 3? Like freaking 250? We're done. I got through that whole post, y'all. There's no time for rest. Keep going. What's next? Original Pokemon Gen 3 proposal. I can't look at this. This looks wrong to look at. You might have some of his... It might have his diaries. I met Cynthia today. Original Gen 3 proposal written December 2000. Immediately, he proposed Gen 3. So Gold and Silver came out November of 1999. And then in English, October 2000. So 2 months after it comes out in English, he's already finished his proposal. And I guess sends it to the Gamefreak team. And now, okay, so it was in Japanese, and someone translated it for us, thank you. About Pokemon AGB, what could this stand for? Like Advanced Generation Battling? Hey, that was a good guess. This is a new Pokemon game that follows Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Tell me you had plans of characters popping up initially, because this is immediately after Gen 2 was made. It will be considered the third installment of Pokemon. The theme is the coexistence of nature and humans. In beautiful places, many Pokemon exist. It's not the Pokemon that are bad, it's the people who raise them. And then he specifically noted, this is not intended to focus on environmental issues. So he's building up to Team Aqua and Magma here. World setting. The setting is based on Kyushu. That's that island at the bottom. That's what it was. The size will be slightly larger than Gold and Silver. The time period is set 7 years. No way! Before the era of Red and Green. It was a prequel. Yo, so Masuda. See, look. He's not just the composer. I mean, we know this, right? He's a core member of Game Freak, one of the big three. He made the proposal for this. Wow. So after sequeling Red and Blue, Hoenn was supposed to be a prequel. They never went this creative again. In fact, they freaking scrapped this clearly. Team Rocket will not appear. Instead, a new organization will form. You never know if there might have been a younger Giovanni and crap in this. We also want to allow the player to move behind buildings using the background structure. That was an ambitious thing back then. Buses and other vehicles will also appear. Yo, that's so interesting. And they specifically said 7 years before Red and Green. Like he had something in mind he wanted to do. So Red and Green would be 3 years old during this. And Professor Oak. Oh my god, I've just realized something. Blue's parents / Oak's kid and kid-in-law would be alive during this game. The story is they die in a car accident, and so Grandpa Oak raises Blue. You never know if those characters were intended to pop up in this game. Spotted Pokemon will be created. Yeah, one Pokemon. Factors like friendship, intelligence, personality, hobbies, interest, and blood type will influence the Pokemon. Yo, you never know if the IVs are pretty much just blood type. That's what it got turned into. Distance in battles. Experimental feature. Oh, this was previously shown using a back sprite and a front sprite, but in this game they also wanted to refine the concept by introducing motion blur effects. This didn't happen. You can tell they really wanted to do this. So fast forward all the way to Gen 5 and they finally have a lot of fun with that perspective crap. Underwater areas will be added. Wild Pokemon may also appear in groups when fishing. New evolution methods. There will be new ways to evolve Pokemon, including temporary fusions during battle using certain items that allow Pokemon to merge or... That's Mega Evolution. For a limited number of turns. So forget the fusion. That crap never came to be. What happened to Kyurem is not what he's describing here. But this is quite literally Mega Evolution. Written down here in the year 2000. They always had this concept in their mind. They didn't look at Digimon and say, hey, let's do that. Or maybe they did. I mean, Digimon came out in what, 1997? But it was always here. And then temporary fusions? You think they're inspired by like Venus Stoice in the anime? So they would have made, kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And your little extra deck, there would be like 20 fusion monsters in an extra section of the Pokedex, discovered fusions. And if you had both of those Pokemon in your party, you could trigger a Mega Evolution like crap, fuse both of them mid-battle temporarily. This is insane. And you know if they planned this for us, that they probably planned for Archie and Maxie or whatever the evil team was supposed to be here to also do that, as well as the champion. And when speaking about fusions, this could incorporate fusing new Gen 3 Pokemon with Gen 1 Pokemon even. They might have some Pokemon you fuse with a Dragonite. Maybe even like Milotic and Gyarados were supposed to be a fusion. This is insane. Masuda, hire me freaking right now. I will bring all this back. You know how Ken Sugimura and all talk about how they get stuck and hit a wall where they can't come up with designs and concepts and crap? Bro, my DMs are open, Masuda. Feel free. But I also don't check them. Additionally, gathering a certain number of specific Pokemon may cause them to evolve as a group. Whoa. So if I try to figure out where they're going with this, maybe if you catch a Plusle and Minun, that both of them evolve together at the same time. Or if you catch both Illumis and Volbeat, both of them evolve at the same time. The trigger is for both of them to be in your party. They kind of evolve that concept with Excelgar and Escavalier in the future. Or some Pokemon may evolve only in specific locations. Yeah, this is something they heavily did in Gen 4. Trainers move. There will be different types of trainer movements. Wait, did trainers really never move in the first two gens? Oh, they never did. They just looked in different directions. They never actually moved. Some trainers will wander up and down. Some will encounter the player randomly, suitable for trainers like the school kid. So you tell me I'm gonna be minding my business in a route and a school kid's gonna, from off screen, run up to me. Some will mimic the player's movement. Some trainers will hide in tall grass or the sea. Yes, those ninjas. There are many new and fun features packed into Pokemon AGB. I wonder what the proposals look like today. What was the proposal for Legends EA like when they wrote that up? They probably proposed the general idea they wanted to cover in the game too in that. Okay, let's keep going. What do we have here? Unova concept art. Okay, so it's just the landmass they decided to focus on for Unova. How excited must they have been to finally make a United States game? You know, Japan loves the US, right? Well, they do. they do. They find it cool. I'll take it back. Beta battle theme. What gen is this supposed to be for? I mean, I guess we'll find out. sounds like Gen 5 to me. Maybe it was an initial rival battle theme. Yeah, I'm telling you, Gamefreak, you got too much time. What? Deoxys? Oh my gosh. That's like the initial form Deoxys would take when it's arriving on the planet. Some weird alien star form. The way the sprite looks, it looks like a battle sprite though. This could have served to be like its original normal form. And then I imagine they wanted to make Deoxys more marketable, that then they changed the normal form to have a proper appearance. But man, that looks like a parasite. That's some relinquished crap. That looks like it could latch onto any Pokemon. I'm telling you, bro, we getting through every single post today. Nothing's gonna stop me.